Welcome to class. Today we pajama style, super cozy, comfortable, supported. We're gonna do a chill yin slash restorative influence practice. You can be in super cozy clothing, then have a nice blanket on top of your mat perhaps to make it double cozy. Have a big pillow, two blocks, and um, a strap. If you don't have a strap, it can be a scarf. If you don't have blocks, you can use two pillows. If you don't have pillows, it can be a booster, even better. So we'll start the practice laying down on our back with the big pillow on behind us. There's also an option to use the block instead of the pillow, where I would come and put the first block under the rib cage and then the second block under the head. And then I would simply come on my elbows, place the first block under the rib cage and the second block under the head. I love to work with blocks. I feel like they bring more stability, which allow more safety in the body, therefore more relaxation. Yes, if you feel like using the pillow, feel free to do so. So I'll demonstrate with the pillow also. So first with the legs together, inner ankle towards one another, and then bring a little bit of aliveness to the feet. If you go with the pillow, you could double it up to lift a little bit the head, opening the hands on each side of the hips, and then start to relax a little bit the legs, still giving them a direction, rooting sensation towards the earth. So the sitting bones are also rooting towards the earth, and the body is completely supported by the pillow. And using this moment to soften the expression of the face, the skin around the eyes, the corner of the mouth. Soften the palms of the hands. Take that moment to acknowledge what's alive, with what do you arrive to practice, what's alive in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mental body. Taking a few breaths with whatever is arising. Remembering your essence. Feeling perhaps with every inhale that you nourish and nurture your essence, receiving new life force. And as you exhale, softening and surrendering even deeper in the pose. Feeling how deeply held you are. Using that to bring calm in the nervous system. Deepening more and more the inhale and the exhale. Feeling the breath entering into the lower abdomen and then the rib cage all the way to the brain. And as you exhale, resting, taking refuge in the heart space. Let the hands heavy slide a little bit higher, maybe on each side of the shoulders, keeping the elbows heavy to the earth. Observe the tendency of the breath to come a bit more into the chest. Remain devoted to Give permission to the belly to feel the breath also. And bringing more awareness to the letting go, to the exhale. Imagining that as you exhale, you melt towards the earth. Anything that you're carrying that is not you, are in highest harmony with your highest good. Maybe exhaling a little bit longer than you inhale through the practice. Then gently start to press more and more the legs into the earth. Let the hands come behind the head and bring the chin into the chest with the help of the hands. Bring the elbows on each side of your blocks or the pillow, pressing into your hands. Lift the back of the heart of the accessory and look a little bit towards the sky. And as you exhale, bring the chin towards the belly button and press into your legs and your hands to come back to sitting position. Take a moment here. And then let's come and sit onto like on a horse, either on the block or on our pillow, on our knees. You want to make sure that the sitting bones are well supported, base of the big toes close to the hips. And then finding that refinement into the position of your head and your shoulders so that the weight can effortlessly melt into the sitting bones. Coming back to the full inhale and exhale, yogic breath in the belly, in the chest, in the brain. Then as you exhale, brain relax, heart relax, belly relax. Inhaling expansion in all directions. And exhaling, bring the hands together to the heart center. Bring the forehead down. Take that moment to ask yourself, what do you need in this moment? And let that need becomes the intention, what you bring to your body, what you nourish yourself with your inhale and exhale. And let's open the vibration of our intention with one A, O, allowing the R to resonate into the lower abdomen, the O in the chest, and the in the brain. Deep inhale. Gently bring the hands down to the thigh. As you exhale, slide your hands towards your knees, round the spine, bring the chin into the chest. And then inhale, slide your hands closer towards your hips and open slightly the heart, elbows towards the back. Exhale, maybe through the mouth, round. Inhale, open. Puff the heart to the sky. One last time, exhale, round. And inhale, come to neutrality in the spine. The left hand will come to the right, the base of the neck, and then bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Bring the breath alive under the left hand. Then you can play a little bit with the angle of your chin. Breathing deeply into the right lung. Then bring the chin back towards the chest. Release the left hand and bring the right hand towards the base of the neck on the left side. Pulling the skin slightly towards the heart, the earth, and the heart. Bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Using the capacity of your left lung to inhale and exhale. Moving perhaps a little bit the chin. And slowly bring the chin back towards the chest. Release the right hand. And we'll move to our back. You can bring the pillow to the side for now. Have the strap or the scarf close by and come back to laying down on your back. Then from here, keep the right knee bent first, and then also the left knee. Bring the left knee into the chest, and then bring the hands onto the left knee. Resting the hands on the left knee or the left leg. Breathing deeply in the left side, in the descendant column. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders. Then you can bring the strap around the left heel, extending the left heel towards the sky. Softening into the hands holding the strap, into the shoulders and the elbows. So I like to place the strap around my heel, and then the two sides of the strap come towards the inside of my leg. I feel like it root more my left sitting bone. Different ways of placing the strap. It's all okay. From here, you can extend the right leg towards the earth. Breathing into the belly, breathing into the chest, maybe even perceiving the breath into the shoulder blades. And without effort, still giving a direction of the heels far away from the sitting bones. If you have your blocks close by, you could have one on the outside of your left leg. We'll transition this strap into the left hand. The right hand will come and rest on top of the right hip, and it will start to open the left leg towards the left. It doesn't have to go all the way down. It could be supported also by the block under the thigh or under, if you are under the ankle, depending how flexible you are and how low you go. Relaxing into the left wrist, into the left hand, into the left shoulder. Can you feel the breath in the throat, and can you remember the deepening of the exhale? Using the next exhale from the belly button, pressing the heel into the strap to lift the left leg back up to the sky, transitioning the strap into the right hand. Keep the left sitting bone deeply rooted into the earth first, and then press the left heel towards the right. Opening a little bit external rotation of the left foot. which creates space in between the left hip and the left shoulder. If you use a block, you could transition it to the other side, so towards the right. Keep lifting a little bit the left heel towards the right shoulder. And slowly, with presence, bring the left foot towards the right. Maybe you use the block, can be under your ankle, or if you choose, you could also bend your knee and let the knee rest onto the block. Find something that feels sustainable and comfortable. You could also go directly to the earth if it's okay for your left shoulder. You can relax the hand with the strap and then work with the exhale to release the left shoulder down to the earth. Maybe the head, without forcing anything, roll a little bit towards the left. Feeling the line in between the left fingers and the left toes. Breathing. Getting to know yourself when you move more slowly. Re-engaging the right hand with the strap and the left heel from the belly button. Slowly roll back with the left leg towards the sky. Bend the left knee, slide the strap to the side. Stay here for a moment and then extend the left leg beside the right. Take a moment, maybe shake a little bit the two legs, observe the difference in between the two. Maybe you feel the left leg longer, closer to the earth. Maybe it's easier to breathe into your left hip. And then bending into the knees, root the left foot, bring the right knee into the chest. Bring the hands onto the right leg for a moment. Breathing in the ascendant colon. Breathing into the kidneys. Relaxing in the shoulders. And then grab the strap. Place it this time around the right heel to the inside of the leg. And then hold the strap with the hands. Yet relax the hands and relax the elbows, the fingers, the shoulders, the jaw. Observing the experience of this side. Then you can extend the left leg down to the earth, giving a little direction of the right sitting bone towards the left heel. Heels shooting far away from the sitting bones. Breath easy into the belly, into the chest, into the brain. Allowing the exhale to be releasing. And you can transition the strap into the right hand. The left hand will come and rest onto the left hip, lift up of the thigh. You can start to open the right leg towards the right. Either you use the block under your leg or you stay persistent with the strap, seeing how much you can relax into the experience of being supported, becoming more and more heavy into the left shoulder. Observe what is tensing that perhaps is not necessary and invite the breath in those places. Using the next exhale from the belly button to lift the right heel back up to the sky. Transition the strap into the left hand and then maybe the block to the left side. And then little external rotation in the right leg, keeping the right sitting bone down to the earth. Bring the right heel towards the left. Slowly let the right foot come towards the left, either to the floor or to the block. You can let your right hand open towards the right. Maybe you choose to bend your right knee. You can release the strap also. When you find a place that you feel supported, deepen your presence through the inhale and the exhale and through the sensations in the body. Maybe allow the head to roll a bit towards the right. More and more freedom into the right shoulder towards the earth. Then we're engaging the right heel into the strap, lifting the right leg back up towards the sky, bending into the right knee. Release the strap, stay here for a moment, and we extend the right leg beside the left, shaking a little bit the legs. And then bending into the two knees. Take a moment here. Bring the knees to the right, helping yourself with your hands to come back to sitting position. You can reslide the block that was on the side towards the front and bring the pillow back to the mat, this time in the other side, perpendicular to the mat. And we'll bring one block with us to bring under the head. So supporting yourself come to lay down. You want the shoulders to reach the earth, and then the block will be under the head, and you'll open your arms on each side of your shoulders. Sitting bones are in the earth, base of the ankle and big toes magnetized towards one another, little toes slightly towards the hips. And as you arrive here, rest the brain into the crane. With your exhale, surrender the weight of the shoulders towards the earth. Feeling the massage of every little part of the rib cage. Feeling the breath going all the way to the armpits. Massaging the sternum. And as slow as you, carefully as what is available to you right now, let's start to bring the head towards the right. Every point of contact of the crane with the blood, bringing a sense of ease into the brain and into the nervous system. Once the head arrives towards the right, take an inhale and exhale here. With as much curiosity as on our way here, let's bring the head back towards center. Inhale and exhale in neutrality. And then bring the head towards the left, feeling every little part of the crane meeting with the blood, bringing ease into the brain, into the nervous system. When the head arrives towards the left, take an inhale and exhale here. And let the head roll back towards center with as much presence. When the head reaches back to center, bring the left hand towards the right hand, using the left hand and your feet to turn onto your right side. You can slide yourself to be more on your mat. The right palm is towards the sky. The pillow is under the rib cage. And then lift your left hand to the sky. Relax into the fingers, into the thumb. Then slowly bend the left elbow and let the left fingers come towards the earth. Bringing the breath in between the left hip and the left elbow. Feeling as when you inhale, the right lung, the right side of the ribcage is pressing into the pillow, which create an extension of the left lung towards the sky. And exhale once again that sense of letting go, of softening, surrendering. Then the left hand will come to the earth in front of the forehead, pressing slightly into the left hand to roll onto your belly. Keep the right arm where it is. Bring the forehead to the block, and then you arrive on your belly, allowing the heels to open towards the outside, melting the pinky toes to the floor, breathing in the shoulder blades, offering the weight of your thoughts to the earth. Remaining present with the breath in the belly, in the chest, in the brain. And then slowly pressing into your left hand, roll back to your right side and using the knees bent and the feet into the earth to roll back to your back. Take the time to maybe replace the pillow, replace yourself, to come back with the arms towards the outside, lock under the head, shoulders towards the earth. Bring back the breath into the rib cage, into the lower belly. And the exhale, allowing the weight of the shoulders to melt to the earth. The right hand will come towards the left, helping yourself with your feet, turning to your left side. Left palm stay up towards the sky. As the left hand is extended towards the earth, lifting the right hand to the sky. Using the left lung to press into the pillow, which extend the right lung towards the sky. And as you exhale, bending into the right elbow and bring the right fingertips towards the earth. Nurturing the space in between the right hip and the right elbow with the breath.
Then the right hand will find the earth in front of the forehead, pressing into the right hand, coming to your belly. Keep the left arm towards the right, forehead to the block. Heels a little bit towards the outside. Breathing into the lower abdomen, into the sternum. Using the exhale to let go the weight of your thoughts towards the earth. Feeling the space that's being created with the inhale in between the shoulder blades. Remaining present to the experience of the pose. And slowly pressing into your right hand, turning with your legs, coming back to laying down on your left side. And then keep on turning until you come back to your back. You can release the block from under the head. Allow the shoulders to be heavy towards the earth. At least two deep, nurturing, profound inhale and exhale here. Then you can turn to your right side, press into your hands to come to sitting position. Taking the pillow in between the legs. You can open your legs a bit. We don't look for the full opening of the legs. We just don't want them wide enough so we can have the pillow in between our legs. Maybe you want to work with the two blocks, one on top of the other, as we bring our forehead onto something solid. Or it can be the blocks and then the pillows on top. I'm a fan of bringing the forehead onto blocks. I want to show you if you have the two blocks, it can be like that. If it's still too low, feel free to bring your hands on top of the blocks. Inhaling, pressing slightly everything that's touching the earth. And as you exhale, come towards the front and then give the forehead to something solid. Relax the shoulders. Engage in the presence of your breath. Become the movement of the inhale and the exhale. Let the breath breathe you. You can give a little direction of the skin of the forehead towards the heart. There's something very soothing and calming about having the forehead resting onto something solid, especially during full moon time or whenever we feel a little unsettled. The breath moves all the way to the sole of the feet, the breath moving into the lower belly, lower back, embracing and weaving every vertebrae of the spine, all the way to the fluids that surround the brain. Coming back to the potential of the exhale to let go what is ready to be letting go of. And as we inhale, inviting new life force, coming back to our intention and nurturing the intention with our presence. On the next exhale, pressing into the legs, roll yourself back up to sitting position. Let's take the time to transition on our back. You could use either the pillow or a block. If you have a block, I suggest to use the block. Um, it's more sustainable. But if you want to do with the pillow, fully okay also. You can keep the pillow close to put under your knees towards the end so you can support yourself into lowering down to the earth. Then bring the heels close to the sitting bones. Take a moment here. Pressing into your feet, pressing into the elbows, perhaps the hands. Lift the sitting bones, lift the hips up, and bring the block into perhaps um, the lowest height that you can find, or into the mid height. Then allow the shoulders to melt towards the earth, which open a little bit the chest towards the chin. Let the chin melt into the chest. If you have a wall, this could be practiced with the feet to the wall. If not, just simply lifting the feet towards the sky. And then there's a tendency to bring the feet towards the chest. So keep the heels aligned with the sitting bones and keep on gently opening the chest by allowing the shoulders more and more heaviness towards the earth. If it gets too much or you feel tired, bend your knees. Still very efficient here. Coming back to the fullness of the inhale and the exhale. Maybe visualizing like a waterfall of light coming down from the sky, washing in and around the legs, into the hips, all the way through the spine, all the way to the heart, all the way to the earth, washing also the mind, the legs are relaxed till there's a clear direction of the heels far away from the sitting bones, unless your knees are bent. The breath keep on weaving the lower belly, the heart and the brain. If your feet are still up, you can bend your knee and come and rest one foot and then the other to the earth. Feel free to replace a little bit the block under your sitting bones. If you're tired of the block, you could lift your hips, slide the block, and bring the pillow under the sitting bones instead of the block. If it's accessible for you, I invite you to extend one leg and maybe the two legs down towards the earth. If this is happening, feel free to also extend the arms overhead and then slide the 2 feet a little bit towards the left. Then back to center and a little bit towards the right. Doesn't need to be a whole lot. And then back to center. Stay here for a few breaths. Sliding the hands back on each side of the block. Rebending into the knees. Simply allow more and more weight into the feet. Perhaps visualize the roots going deep down in the earth and then eventually lift the hips or the sitting bones of the block. Slide the block to the side. Open the feet a little bit wider. Let the knees rest into one another. Bring the hands towards one on the belly, one on the chest. And from here, we'll move to Shavasana. So you can bring your knees into your chest. Bring your hands onto your legs. Take a few deep breaths here. Maybe in stillness, maybe doing some last little movements that you feel your body needs. And then feel free to slide the pillow under your knee. If you ever need like to get a blanket or something, roll to your side to lift back up. If you have the blocks, you could also put one block on top of your lower abdomen or even one on top of the heart. Bringing the chin slightly towards the chest, opening the hands to the outside. Just taking that time to integrate. softening the breath, softening the effort around the breath, and simply receiving gravity, receiving the breath, and being received by the earth, by life, observing the body from the skin to the muscles, to the joints and articulations, to the bones, to the organs, breathed of coherence, relaxing with the breath, and observing the more the physical body relax and settle, the more the emotional body also come to integrate and relax, so as the mental body resting in your essence. Acknowledging the freedom to remain longer in Shavasana. If you feel ready, re-inviting awareness to the nurturing of the inhale and the exhale, allowing the breath to go all the way to the toes, to the fingers, to the top of the head, and eventually giving place to some very small movements in the feet, in the hands. If you had block on you, you can remove them. Eventually stretching the arms overhead, and you can bend your knees and roll to your right side. Take a moment on your right side. Observe, acknowledge what needs to be acknowledged. Taking a few breaths in the heart space. And pressing in the hands to come back to comfortable sitting position. Keep your eyes gentle gaze or closed. Coming back to the full breath in the belly and the chest and the brain. Coming back to your intention and taking a few breaths with the vibration of a life, of your intention already here within. And bring the palms together to the heart center, bringing the consciousness to that divine union within. Sealing your practice with Om, prayer of peace for yourself, for all our relations, to all our relations, with all our relations. Deep inhale, lift the head. Exhale completely through the mouth. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Namaste. Thank you for cultivating peace and calm. Blessings.